lesson 2 in our step up to 3rd grade, and it starts on page 925. So we are in 3rd grade style. This is our second lesson on multiplication, and this is how to use arrays for multiplication. So we did arrays in the beginning of the year, and an array is just an arrangement of objects into equal rows. As long as there are the same number of objects in each row, then you have an array. And when we did it, we made buildings. I don't know if you remember when we made our array city. So let's take a look at how we can use arrays to solve problems. Mark puts sports cards in an album. He puts 4 rows of cards on each page. So remember, rows go sideways. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on each page. He put 3 cards on each row. So I'm going to draw circles. I could draw rectangles for cards, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's important that when we make an array, we have the same amount in each row. So there's 3 in each of the rows. How many cards are on each page? So yesterday, or the last time you did math, you did repeat addition. So we could say 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. This picture helps me not only to figure out my answer, but it also kind of helps me to figure out to make sure I write the right number of 3s. And I also know that this is the same, since there's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3. This is the same as 4 times 3. So now I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if you can skip count, you are going to have an easier time doing this. So it says, would your answer be the same if he had 3 rows with 4 cards on each row? So let's see. We can draw 1, 2, 3 rows, and we can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards on each row. This is the same as 4 plus 4 plus 4, or 3 rows times 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are our answers the same? So just like when you are adding, it is okay to flip-flop those first 2 numbers. When you are multiplying, the same thing goes. It is okay to flip-flop the first 2 numbers that you are multiplying. But when you get started multiplying, it's always a great idea to draw a picture, and that will help you to figure it out. So here, they're showing you another way that she is using arrays in order to help her. She's decided to put her metals into rows, and each row has 5 metals. And then she can count the rows by 5s, and that will help her to find out her answer. So I wanted to take a look with you on the very top of page 927. It says, look at page 926. What does the second factor tell you about the array? So a factor is another word for the numbers that you are multiplying. So in here, it says, what does the second factor tell you? So that would be the second one. So this is the number of rows, 4, and the second factor tells you the number in each row. So when you look back, you could say the number in each row. Gina puts 4 rows with 8 muffins in each row. Draw an array to find the total number of muffins. So when I draw arrays, I like to do lines for my rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. I made my lines nice and long because I want to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when I'm doing my rows of 8, now I can count using my array in order to find my answer. You do need to find the total number of muffins for your answer. Then, if you have an array, this is write a multiplication equation. So remember, and we can look back here at page 926, and this says the number of rows. So first we're going to figure out how many rows there are. There's 1, 2, 3 rows. So 3, and since we're writing multiplication, we're going to do times, and I'm going to find out how many are in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 times 6. Then I'm going to count all of my dots in order to find out what is 3 times 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Can you think of any shortcuts that might help you find the number of dots faster? Hopefully you are already thinking about that so that we can work faster and better. So again, we have our rows. How many rows do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows times 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have the same number of rows as we have of columns, or the same number of dots in each row that we have of rows. And then we can count all of our dots to see what is 4 times 4. So I hope that you are ready to use arrays to help you solve multiplication problems.